Hi there friends, welcome to our presentation tonight, our late night show over ZamboTimes.com, and once again we are inviting you to tune in and watch for our featured guest tonight, and we are happy. I think this guy need no further introduction, but I believe being the sole representative of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi, this guy could tell us and share us his insights about works in Congress and of course the situation that is pertaining down here south, especially in the ARMM region. And of course we'd like to get directly from him the latest visit that he had in the islands of Tawi-Tawi, wherein this is very important as this would affect all of us here in this part of the country. And friends, without much ado, the vice chairman of one of the very what we call prestigious and most influential committee in the House of Representatives, or the Committee on Appropriations, and being also the member, the vice chairman of the Committee on Agriculture, Fisheries, and many other committees in Congress. So without much ado, we would like to welcome our very own, the Honorable Congressman Noor Japa.
Thank you, Bernie.
Sir, we believe you are still very exhausted, and you've been out there with your constituents for the past more than a week, Congressman.
More or less 10 days.
10 days. So we have learned that you went to Tawi-Tawi for a very noble, very important purpose. And this is an assessment of our natural resources, the marine resources that we have there, in connection with the impact of these changes in our natural phenomenon, the global warming that we have here. Yes, sir. What happened there? What have you found out?
Actually, Bernie, this is an initiative of my office with the cooperation of the Convergence Group composed of the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Department of Science and Technology, UP, Institute of Marine Sciences, and the Office of the President, the Climate Change Commission, Commission on Climate Change, and the Conservation International to assess the vulnerability of the province of Tawi-Tawi vis-a-vis the climate change. In the whole world now, the Philippines, our country ranks number 3. Number 1 is Tuvalu in the South Pacific area, followed by Papua New Guinea, and number 3 is the Republic of the Philippines.
This is in terms of vulnerability.
Now, in the Philippines, I believe the most vulnerable province in the country today is the province of Tawi-Tawi. Why? Because it is composed of 11 island municipalities, all scattered within the Sulu Sea and the Sulawesi Seas. And most of our population lives in the island. The main source of livelihood is on the richness of the marine resources of the area. So as representative of the province, becomes my obligation to assess and evaluate the vulnerability of the province. As I was telling my colleagues in Congress and the other agencies, I'm afraid that I will lose eventually the district that I'm representing because of climate change. So that the need to assess and evaluate the vulnerability of the province necessitates adaptive measures that can be formulated in order to minimize or reduce the impact of climate change on the people of Tawi-Tawi.
So how far have you got now?
Well, we have assessed practically all the islands comprising the western side of the province. It's phase 1, and hopefully this coming summer we'll be able to assess again the eastern side.
So based from comparison with other countries, there are already signs that water is really rising on the
the signs are there, very clear already. Some of our islands are already sinking. In fact, the map that has been made before can no longer be accurate, will no longer be accurate. Because there are some islands that don't appear anymore, like the island of Manuk-Manukan in the northern portion of the municipality of Mapu. The two islands, Luli Island and Manuk-Manukan, doesn't anymore exist. It's already underwater. Mangkoro, an island who used to be 5 hectares, is more or less around 1 hectare. So an indication that the level of the water has risen because of global warming. And with Greenland, the melting of Greenland, I think it has increased the volume of the level of water to more or less around 28 inches. And if the entire North Pole and South Pole will melt, then we will have a bigger problem. It may not be felt in our generations, but the generations to come. So it's better to lessen and minimize the impact of this phenomenon, so that our people will be ready in the event that this climate will continue to exist. So there's a need to assess and evaluate the vulnerability of the province regarding the effects of climate change. Now, I'm just hopeful that with the proposed measure that I'm going to file in Congress as representative of the province, to make the province as a laboratory already for purposes of monitoring, laboratory for climate change. Because it's composed of island municipalities.
Aside from, I think, it will become the center for biodiversity.
Yes,
as it is in the.
That's already covered by the initiative for the Coral Triangle.
Okay.
Province of Tawi-Tawi lies in the center of the world's biggest coral triangle, which is rich in biodiversity.
So hopefully, when do you expect that we shall be able to at least complete this evaluation and assessment, Congressman? What is your time frame?
Upon our return, the Convergence Group will meet again to consolidate all their findings, those that surveyed the underwater, and those that the land-based group that interviewed our residents in the islands, submit it to the appropriate agency, more particularly the Commission on Climate Change, which is chaired by no less than the President of the President.
So, sir, God forbid, those dream scenarios in the future if we will not do something. If people or residents will be caught flat-footed in case we are not ready.
And to mitigate the impact. Although, as I said earlier, it may not be felt during our generation, but about generations to come.
So,
And the livelihood of the people will be tremendously affected.
that's right.
Like, for example, the problem of our sewage farmers right now. We used to be the biggest exporter of sewage. But according to the farmers, sewage has developed some kind of disease. They call it ice.
So,
The sewage melt. It's brought about by global warming because of the temperature of the seawater that is risen.
so there's a change of temperature, it will affect production.
Definitely.
Although we are happy it's more water, but that's not good.
Also, the fish capture, the fish culture has been affected, and the habitat of the marine mammals, animals, will also change. So, like for example, in the island of Turtle Island, Taganak, to be exact, the barangay, they call it Barangay Bakaw, more than 50 houses have transferred already to the hills because their barangay where their dwelling were erected
Because of the rising water.
because of the rising of the sea level has already affected.
So if we compare this in metropolis, we are already flooded.
Yes, definitely. Just the recent typhoon, you witness already that in Rojas Boulevard, the sea level and the road has the same level already.
Already. Yeah, that's why water could have any more pass to go back to the sea. So, Congressman, I think this is a very viable endeavor that you have done, not only for your province, but this is also good for the neighboring province of Chulu.
For the country, and the whole world.
Congressman, going back to Congress, you're still on recess, and aside from this concern on the global phenomenon that we what are these priorities of yours that you are still trying to push in Congress as of the moment?
Well, we've filed several bills already. Some to declare several islands in Tawi-Tawi as a protected area. It's been filed already. The creation of the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources.
As a department?
The hearing was conducted recently here in Zamboanga City. I'm one of the principal authors of the bill. And also another bill that I filed is to declare the entire province of Tawi-Tawi as a special economic zone, considering that trading has been going on ever since before we became a republic with a neighboring country like Sabah and Indonesia. That's the only way to help the people of the community to institutionalize their long practice of barter trading with the neighboring countries.
So, ecozone.
Ecozone,
Right.
special economic zone.
And then we have a free port also, just
Yes.
like the other ecozones in the country.
I hope I will be able to push through and succeed in convincing the Senate across this nation. And also the bill that was passed into law mandating the creation of an institute, a research institute for tropical diseases and malaria.
Because this is very common,
Very common.
endemic in our place.
Plus several other measures.
Sir, in the medical side, what measure have you sent to Congress in equipping our hospital facilities, for example?
Well,
Services.
I've always been supportive of the health program of our government. In fact, I have judiciously used a portion of my TDAP for the construction of hospitals, like the Dato Halong Sakilan Memorial Hospital, the Mapon Emergency Hospital, construction is ongoing, rehabilitation is ongoing.
We'll be right back for a few minutes, still with our congressman of the Lone District of Tawi-Tawi, the Honorable Congressman Boone Chapas. Stay with us.